All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us on the webinar. Regan, can you introduce, why don't you introduce us real quick? This is your group.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Regan Laughlin with RL Real Estate Group and EXP Realty. I'm super excited to have everybody on this call today with the founder, the very own founder of Listings to Lead. I have actually, which is Scott Pierce, you guys. And so he has taught me so much. Him and his private Facebook group has taught me so much about listings to leads, what you can do to gain leads, to gain buyer leads, and seller leads, even if you don't have buyers right now in your pipeline or listings in your pipeline right now. This is a great way to build that, whether you're a new agent, existing agent. And I have been with Scott now, I don't even know how many years, probably since, I would say probably my whole career when I started with Keller Williams.
Wow.
That's been 6 years. God, I don't know if it's that long, Scott.
Oh my God, wow.
But I also, you guys, I've talked about Lori Ballin in my groups, who Scott, you know as well. Maybe Lori Ballin's the one that turned me on to you, Scott. I don't know. But it's been great, and I have learned a lot. I have been able to, what would I say? How my marketing, my whole marketing my marketing campaigns, budget, the way I look at marketing, my mindset has completely changed, you guys, because of what I've learned from Listings to Leads and Scott Pierce and his team. The other thing that I really appreciate about Scott and his team is they are so easy to get a hold of. If you post something in the private Facebook group, you literally will get responses directly from the founder and owner of Listings to Leads, Scott Pierce. And I just think that's phenomenal, considering all of the clients that they have and the students that they have. It's like, how could they actually respond to our questions? And so that's huge. So with that, I will let Scott take it away.
All right, thank you so much for that. So I'm going to spend about 45 seconds here. We are doing webinars like pretty much every day, and I will send this blog post to everybody. But take a look at this. I'll send this out after this webinar, but we're just doing calls every single day going forward. So real quickly, this is an ad. This ad ran from March 18th to March 24th. You can see the text over here. So we were in lockdown in California. This guy, our managed services team did this. So we have a team that runs ads for people. 56 leads, 57 cents a lead, 31 total ad budget, and 5 cents a click. But that's just absolutely nuts. And that's happening right now. But what I want to focus on is ads that you can literally run for as low as $1 and as up to $5, $10 a day, right? My thought right now is a lot of people, either you don't have a budget or you're just watching your dollars like I am right now, which is very, very tightly. So I want to be able to stay visible. I don't want to disappear. I want to have opportunities to generate leads, but I don't want to spend a ton of money, all right? And so I'm just going to walk through some stuff, some ideas for you. If you've got any feedback, throw it into the question or chat box in the GoToWebinar control panel. And I'm not going to go through all the training. I'm like, well, how do you get an ad up there? I just want to run through ideas. I can hang out after we roll through this stuff and kind of get into Listings to Leads, but I don't want to make this a training call. I want to make this an idea call, and I want to make this a call that you can get some ideas from that you can do in your business right now. All right. So the idea of video walkthroughs. All right. So you can add videos. I could upload a video from my iPhone, from my Android. If it's a professional video, a walkthrough, you can upload those into Listings to Leads. So here's a post promoting a video walkthrough of my listing. Notice people can either click the link or they can even text to get access to that video walkthrough. So here's my Facebook post. I got an image created in Listings to Leads promoting the virtual open house. So people click this And this is a full screen virtual tour from listings to leads with my walkthrough video. All right. So again, this could have been a video off my iPhone. This one here is a professional video, but it's just the idea, especially now, of promoting these virtual walkthroughs, these video walkthroughs, these videos, these 3D tours in our marketing. All right. So if you've got any video walkthroughs, make sure to get them into listings to leads. At this point, again, I'm not going to show you how to do that. We've got support on that. Our support people can do it for you. And so you can see here, we've got the client reviews from Zillow coming in here. We've got other listings. We got seller lead capture, because a lot of times people that are looking at your listings are really homeowners looking to sell. And so we automatically embed lead forms like this right into the single property websites and virtual tours. All right. So the first idea is promoting these video walkthroughs. All right. When you have an ad or a post right now, this is just a post, you can boost or run this as an ad for $1 a day going for impressions. All right. So just because you may not want to be putting $5 a day, $10 a day behind an ad, right? You can still put $1 a day behind an ad and not go invisible. So whether you boost it or you go into the ads manager, I can run this for $1 a day and still generate leads. All right. Hey, if you got more money and you want to put in $5 to $10 a day, you saw the ad I showed you before. I mean, people are generating leads at, less than $1 a lead right now. All right. Because everyone's on social media. So really want to recommend, if you got videos, get them into listings to leads, send them to support. We'll get them in for the listing for you, send you back the link, and help you get it up on Facebook when you need to. Here's another ad. All right. So this is a just sold ad. And you saw how the landing page works for that other listing for the video walkthrough. Well, when a listing is sold or pending in listings to leads, the landing page, check this out, the landing page automatically changes from a buyer lead capture to a seller lead capture. All right. So if you've got any listings, maybe you're a listing agent, you're a selling agent. So if you've had any listings in the last even 60 days where you're the listing agent or selling agent, right? Your buyer bought that listing, you can get those into listings to leads and promote them to go after seller leads. All right. I'm going to show you a few different examples similar to this one. So here's a listing that sold with multiple offers. And you can see this actually auto posted from listings to leads. All right. So we got the auto posting capabilities so that as soon as the listing status changed to just sold, this listing auto posted to Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. It sent an e-flyer and a Facebook post to my seller. It did some other things inside the listings to leads to help promote the fact that it just sold and going after seller leads here. All right. Here's another idea. Maybe you don't even have any listings that have sold recently, but you still want to show some market activity. Right here, I took a picture of a property that sold. Maybe I don't want to focus on that one property, but I can take a photograph of like down the street where there's like 3 or 4 homes in the picture, and still promote, hey, a listing in the neighborhood just sold. Right, this is not even my listing, not even from my office, but I'm just letting people know, hey, a listing in the neighborhood sold. And I've got it attached to a landing page and I got the same image on the landing page, again, to generate some seller leads. And all these ads, I can promote for $1 a day. All right. So I don't have to, considering the times that we're in, but keeping in mind that there's there's 40, 50, 60, 70% increase in traffic on social media right now. So to disappear and go invisible is not a great idea, right? But obviously, like I said, throwing a lot of budget like we normally would may not be a great idea either. So running some of these different kind of ads, right, for even as low as $1 a day can be a great way to try to stay in front of people without breaking our budget. Here's another ad from Listings to Leads that auto posted up to Facebook. And again, right click. And what I'm trying to show you is different ideas of content that you can be posting. Now, we got other tools in Listings to Leads. Check this out here, right? This is a post up on Facebook on my community page, need help with payments and fees during COVID hardship. And there's a link here, local info for you. And when you click it, it's going to go to the content. So I took a URL. Again, I put it in listings to leads, and it gave me this URL here, local info for you. And now there's this header at the top, get my home value. So it's what we call soft lead capture. So I can take articles, right? And here's the source URL. Is a Market Watch story from marketwatch.com. And I took this URL and I put it into listings to leads, and it gave me a URL like this that I can now share on Facebook. And we've got headers like this for my home value, for down payment assistance, and even one for new construction. But I think the one for my home value and down payment assistance work really, really well. So any articles that you want to share, right, if appropriate, you can throw a header like this on top of it. And it's, again, like what we call soft lead capture, right? We're not throwing up a splash page. We're not making them have to click through a bunch of stuff, but we got that header right there so that you can share articles up on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever. You can take this link, drop it into an email, and include it in your email marketing, all right? So the idea of sharing third-party content up on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn as well. Here's another Facebook post that can work really well right now. Again, this auto-posted from listings to leads. So this is something I have set up. This will auto-post to my Facebook page every week, right? Looks just like this. People click. They go to a landing page. This is one of the free landing pages from listings to leads, offering down payment assistance help, all right? One of the things I was doing a call, I think, Regan, that you saw me on with Shannon Pyatt the other day.
Yes,
they were talking about, these leads, right? They're not going to necessarily close right now, but here's the thing. And you see this in a lot of crisis. Some of the leads that you're going to generate now are people that are going to have to buy or sell right now. All right. It's kind of like around the holiday time, sometimes around the holidays, where this is kind of like the opposite of a holiday. But, leads that are generated around Christmas, a lot of times are pretty strong leads because they're looking to buy or sell around the Christmas holidays, right? There's usually a reason for it. Well, right now, same idea. So, these ads, not this one in particular, but all these ads I'm showing you, right? The people that are going to be generated, right, can be pretty high quality sometimes. So just kind of keep that in your mind. I want to show you a couple of examples of the different of the landing pages, just to give you an example of, how you can customize them, right? These are all the same landing page, right? You can put side videos to the left of a lead form. I think I got the sound off. Let me see if I can turn the sound on this one here. I may have the sound off. Oh, all right. Regan, can you still hear me?
Yep, I sure can.
All right, perfect.
Hey,
all right.
Scott, are the messages that I'm typing in, are those going out to the attendees as well?
Let me see here.
Because it says just to organize.
I see you in the chat. Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like, oh, no, that's not.
Okay.
But I see it now. So, yeah, Reagan said she'd love the COVID listing ad, right? So that was this one here.
That was a really good one. Yeah.
Yeah. And this can be, anything, right? Just anything, how to keep your kids entertained at home, whatever, right? And so, and again, the idea here is.
One of the things I wanted to add, Scott, excuse me for interrupting, is hyper-local blogging is huge for these soft kind of lead ads. So this would be, or you had talked about a blog that you had done on your own website. And if you're capturing these people, that's hyper-local blogging in a lot of ways, especially for the individual communities that you're living in. And so you guys, it's a great way to build that community database, which then could lead to a great way to build a Facebook group in your community, and it just be filled with tons and tons of value-packed information. But you could develop a Facebook group from that and become that, face of your community, face of your neighborhood, face of your particular side of town, whatever that is, so you can build your database And then they're going to remember that you're a leader in the real estate industry, and it's going to give you guys a really great opportunity to get more leads, or actually get qualified leads. The other thing that
Yeah.
I want to tell you guys is any of these Facebook ads that Scott is talking about is really a great tool for retargeting Facebook ads as well. So you can even make Facebook groups for the individuals that are signing up for your leads, signing up for your information, becoming leads. So then you can retarget them and create a little Facebook online community. I know Julie Moratis, if you're on this call today, you have done that for your sellers and buyers and your community. And so this would be a huge opportunity, Julie, for you to really start building that Facebook community page or group that you have in huge ways, because listings to leads is going to give you that vehicle and that platform to do that on. Thanks. That's all I've got.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and you talk about retargeting and, the listing videos and listings to leads. You're looking at one right now, and this looks like it might just refresh. But check out that call to action. Text 1006 to 25678, and then the need to sell before you buy. Here, let's watch it again. So you can take the listing videos that we produce for your listings and use them as a video ad in Facebook, right? And go after impressions, video views, and then take all those people that have watched, 3 or 4 seconds of the video and retarget to them later really, really cheaply, right? So check out, isn't that awesome? So we got the call to action footer at the bottom so people can see that pretty easily, the text 1006 to 25678. And then we've got that splash page after the third image, which I think this is the second image. There you go. So we got the call to action slider page between the third and fourth image. And so let me show you in listings to leads where that is, because these listing videos, if I go to my task list, so here are all the tools for my listing, and I can get to some of those in a minute. But at the very bottom of the task list are the YouTube videos, and there's a download function here. So I can download this video, and then it'll download, and then I can just upload it into Facebook as a video, right, as a video ad. So that is a great way to, again, for that soft lead capture, right, where I don't want to spend a lot of money right now, but I can take that video, upload, and we got support for all this stuff. I can upload it as an ad, and then, again, just do video views, right? I'm just spending a few cents per video view, and then I can take all those people that have viewed a portion of this video, and then later, right, I can run ads to those people for cheaper than a cold audience, right? That makes sense to everybody? So we've got support on this. We can help you out with that. But for every listing that you've got, these listing videos are another great way to run ads really, really cheap on Facebook with, right? So super easy to do. So we've run through a bunch of ads again, right? Video walkthroughs, right? And again, the link in the video walkthrough ad. So again, anything on your iPhone, anything on your Android, any professional videos, right? Anything. 3D tours from Matterport, get those into listings to leads for your listings, and then make sure you're advertising that, because people are really wanting to see the videos, all right? Your just sold listings, right? Again, whether it's a listing that you're the listing agent on, the listing agent you're the selling agent on, or we took the other idea earlier where we just took a listing that sold in our area, went by, took a picture of it, right? Whether we focus on that one home or we just took a kind of an image of the street and we talked about a home that sold to get something like that out. Because again, the thing is, and this is true always, but it's true now as well, which is you don't want to be just running ads for like a listing, right? Because it's not a very good representation of your business, right? So instead of spending $10 a day on one ad for like this listing, right, I would split my budget up to promote a listing. I want people to also see that I get homes sold, whether I sold it or not. I can get homes sold, right? That's my job as a listing agent. So you want to be marketing a sold listing. And then you also want to be marketing offers, right? Whether it is a down payment assistance, right? The free home value, right? Different, things like this. I can boost, where I can boost, even though it's not an ad for a listing or a home value, I can still boost this or run an ad for it to my audience for $1 a day, right? So don't think, well, I can only run an ad for my listing, right? Or I got to spend $5 or $10 a day on an ad. No, I can run this as an ad for $1 a day as well, all right? And just try to make sure I've got this kind of low simmer in the time when I don't have a lot of budget, but at the same time, I know there's a lot of people up on Facebook, all right? So that said, there's all the tools in Listing for Leads. I'm just going to mention on the checklist here, right? We got the social media auto posting. So you can see here the landing pages that can auto post to Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. You can auto post whether it's a landing page or the single property website up to Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And again, you can then boost or run an ad for like as low as $1 a day. We got tools for the seller. So for the seller to post up on their Facebook page. And I tell you, every time these go out to the seller, they can generate free leads, like a dozen free leads. We've had people generate 2-3 dozen free leads every time this goes to the seller, all right? And the seller gets something to put on their Facebook page that looks just like an ad, right? The Pierce Home Selling Team. So it creates a really beautiful Facebook post on the seller's Facebook page, again, promoting that listing and generating those leads back to you, all right? The single property websites, virtual tours, tools for your database, all right, print marketing. Right now, I think print marketing is probably a little bit on the low side. The nearby homeowners letter, these are awesome, right? But if you got the ability to send these out to anybody around your listing, these generate such powerful leads, all right? And again, we got support on all this. We got postcards, the door hangers, all right? So that's a little bit more expensive, so I'm not going to focus on that, but stuff for your blog, stuff for Craigslist, the text sign writers, Instagram. In fact, let me show you real quickly here. For those images, like I showed you up on Facebook, so I can create images here and customize all this stuff. But please note, I can create an image for Instagram, right? Like an Instagram post. And in an Instagram post, there's no link, right? So when I go to Instagram, I'm scrolling through my newsfeed on Instagram. I can't click on any of those posts. But if you're subscribed to the Listing for Leads text service, right, that's going to appear in the Instagram image automatically. So I can play around with this. I can change the color of that banner, right? There's other things I can do here with it. And then when I want to post to Instagram, I can just send this to my phone and then post right from my phone to Instagram really, really easily. And I don't have Instagram up, but if you go to Listings for Leads on Instagram, you'll see some really good posts that look a lot like this. Again, where there's that image for a free lead capture. And I can even put this image up on Pinterest if I wanted to, right? If I got a really nice image of my listing, why not put this image here on Pinterest, right? So people can text or even click off of Pinterest to get to my lead capture single property website, or just text right there as well, all right? So super, super easy way to generate free leads from just an image where you don't have the ability to click as well, all right? We got bots. I'm not going to cover that today, but we got home value bots. We got listing bots as well. So those are a lot of fun to play around with. And then we got all the different landing pages, all right? So any kind of landing page you can think of, all right? Free home values, down payment assistance, new construction, custom, nearby sold homes, right? Custom landing pages to create all sorts of different things here. So if there's any kind of niche lead capture that you can think of, right? Either we've got the landing page or you can create the landing page for it, all right? My Facebook is connected to my Instagram. Yeah, when you run ads, you can run those things. So the same ad, right, that you run, let me bring up one of the ads. you can run that through Instagram as well, as long as you got that connected, Maria. All right. All right. What would anybody else like me to cover? Again, I can sit here for an hour. I can sit here for 30 minutes. It doesn't matter to me. Anything else people want me to cover for them? All right. Again, here's an ad. This ran for 7 days, March 18th to March 24th. California has been under lockdown since before March 18th. I can't remember exactly, but right around March 18th, we went on lockdown. So for the week while we were in lockdown here in California, generated 56 leads, 57 cents a lead, right? $32 total budget, essentially, 5 cents a click. So, but again, if you don't have your normal budget, start running some ads, even as low as $1 a day. All right. In fact, Regan, do you want me to, let me go through the ads manager. Let me show you. If I go to create, so from anywhere within Facebook, if I go to create ad, now what I'm going to show you here is if I've got a post on my Facebook page, right? Let's say something auto-posted to Facebook from listings to leads. Let's say I created a post using the tool where I can put in the market report, the URL, and it gives me that home value header. So let me show you. All right, so let me go to my business ads manager. So from the ads manager, always select, right, special ad category for housing. And if you're going to use that listing video, I can do video views. And we got clear support posts with screenshots, a lot of times with video walkthroughs on all this stuff. But for now, I'm going to select traffic, and I'll just show you here. So what we're going to do is we're going to run one of those posts on my Granite Bay Homes page for $1 a day. All right, that's what we're doing here. So I got a post on my Granite Bay Homes page. I want to run it for $1 a day. And I'm going to show you, there's a few things I'm going to do here right now that I normally don't do, right? So like 3 weeks ago, I wouldn't be doing what I'm going to show you next, all right? But I'm going to do this now because of the environment that we're in. So check this out. This is going to help make your money go further. So I'm going to type in Granite Bay, right? That's going to do the plus 15 miles because it's a housing ad. Nothing we can do about that. The age and gender, again, I can't do anything about that. That's just a Facebook housing ad thing. Under detailed targeting, I am going to put in, well, before I do that, let me just show you. You see that potential reach over here of 740,000? That's a lot, right? Let me scroll up a little bit. So that potential reach in Facebook is 740,000. That is a lot. That's not good. So I want to whittle it down a little bit to try to focus my ad. So I'm going to type in Zillow and select Zillow interest. I'll do realtor.com. And what I want to do is just capture people that have shown an interest in these websites. I could do Trulia. And notice my potential reach over here went from 770 to 190. All right. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's helping me narrow my audience to show these to more qualified people. But here's where we're doing something totally different. All right. This is totally different. Under placements, select manual and devices, all devices. I'm going to check the mobile so that it shows desktop only, right? Why am I doing this? Because everyone's stuck at home, right? I don't need to be on mobile. I only want to be on desktop. I'm going to be spending $1 a day, right? Or as low, less than my normal budget. And so I want to show these ads only to people that are a little bit more permanent, right? That are kind of sitting there longer, right? Not someone walking around the home necessarily or whatever it is. All these landing pages are mobile responsive. They work on mobile phenomenally, but I'm talking about I'm spending as maybe $1 or $2 a day. So I'm going to focus just on desktop. And I'm also going to uncheck down here in placements, in stream. I'm going to uncheck Facebook right column. And I only want to be in the news feed and only in marketplace, right? Again, this is something I'm doing for now because of my low budget and everybody stuck at home. All right, so we got devices as desktop, and we got feeds as newsfeed and marketplace. Scroll down. All right, optimization ad delivery. I'm going to check that and go to impressions. My budget. I can either do daily or lifetime, but the idea is I'm going to do my ad for a week. So March 27th, I'm just going to use this toggle back, and I'll go to, and again, we got training on all of this stuff. So if you can't memorize it now, just we can send you the information you need. But if I'm going to run an ad for a week, maybe I did do a week. Today is Thursday. So I need to go to, there we go, right? So for $7 for the next 7 days, that's $1 a day, right? I'm doing impressions because, again, I want my brand. This is a combination of branding and lead generation, all right, at $1 a day. All right, we got when you get charged impressions. For newer agents and no listings, Kelly, awesome. Thank you for that. Give me a minute and I will get back to you on that. I will address that question. So under identity, all I'm doing, I've got 1 million Facebook pages. Most people probably don't have this many. So I'm just going to select that Facebook page, use existing post, and then I can select which post on my page I want to promote, right? So all these posts on my page, see all that stuff on my Facebook page. Maybe I'll do the 3D walkthrough, right? But it could have been any of them. So there's that video that I showed you earlier. And I can just promote it now for $1 a day, right? So I selected Granite Bay, right? I went through and I did the Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com. And then I selected desktop, right? The news feed, Facebook Marketplace. And now I'm going to have a really nice ad so that I don't disappear. I don't go invisible. I don't break my bank, right? I'm not blowing my budget, because this could be for a few weeks, right? Could be for a month, and we got to get through the next month. All right. And I tell you, it's kind of nuts. We are seeing so many people that have canceled listings to leads over the past 2 or 3 years are coming back to us now. And the number of people reactivating accounts is actually a little bit surprising, because for $40 a month, right, the ability to run as many of these types of ads with all these tools, right, it's a phenomenal way to stay in front of people with strong lead capture for very, very cheap. All right. So Regan, let me see here if you've got any more questions. Yep. All right. Awesome. Good. So Kelly said, for newer agents with no current listings, what are the best things to post right now? Kelly, there's a couple of things that you can do. One, and we got a better tool coming out soon for this, but under ad listing, we had a client. She borrowed a listing from her broker that was over a year old, and it really didn't even show that well. It was like a 3-2 on a piece of land with it did not photograph that great. But regardless, and it hadn't had these showings in forever. And so she came into listings to leads. She clicked on grab, put in the zip code and the MLS ID, and grabbed it, and then promoted it up on Facebook, and generated like over 200 leads, had over half a dozen people get pre-qualified. Now, granted, this was right 2 weeks ago, but you can totally still do it. All right, so I can grab a listing, right? Let that listing come into listings to leads, right? Just make sure when you grab it, if it's not your listing, let me show that one more time. Grab listing. If it's not your listing, just uncheck the "This is my listing" tool, all right? And then grab it. It'll pull it into your account. It will not create the tools for the seller. It will not upload it to YouTube, but it'll create all these other tools for you. And then you can promote it up on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. You can promote it to your database, right? So there's still a ton of marketing that you can do, Kelly, with that. All right, does that make sense? Does this integrate with KV Core? Yes, it does. So you'll see, I'm not sure off the top of my head, Julie, the exact method of integration. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to go to CRM integration. I think
Scott.
KV Core, yes.
Scott, it's Regan. Hey, that's what I have too is KV Core. That's what EXP offers us, which is it was like conversions. And I know that you guys did conversions or integrated with conversions, but I want you guys to know that I have all of my listings to leads going into KV Core. So it definitely is possible. I can't remember how to do that, I guess, at this point, but maybe Scott can help us with that.
Yeah, I believe KV Core just has a lead, like an email address, and it might be like,
yes. Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, it's like Julie at 79468.kvcore.com, right? Some kind of goofy looking email, and you just take it from your KV Core account, drop it right into here, and click save. And that's easy enough. We got Boomtown, right? All these other CRMs. We got PieSync. So we got the PieSync connections, Real Geeks, Top Producer, Wise Agent, and then also Zapier. And with Zapier, you'll see here a lot of pre-built zaps. So there's a lot of different things in Zapier that are pre-built for you, and there's even more than this as well, right? But for most CRMs, if you don't see it here, like for example, Follow Up Boss, Realty Juggler, Market Leader, Perfect Storm, 5 Street, I know Brivity, KV Core, Realty Juggler, and others. You pop in an email address, and then I'll show you, because the first question is, how do I get it into my CRM? The second thing is, how do I make sure that those leads get dropped into the right follow-up program, right? The right follow-up plan. So here's how you do that, right? For every listing and every landing page, for the listing, you'll see an edit, but there's a source CRM routing. Now that I'm looking at, why don't we call that like follow-up plan? Anyways, maybe I will. But so whatever the follow-up plan name may be is in KV Core. So this might be called, buyer plan, right? Maybe that's my follow-up plan name in KV Core. All you got to do is put the follow-up plan like that. And now all the leads generated from this listing will flow into that follow-up plan in KV Core, all right? For a landing page, I'll show you the same thing for a landing page. So for any landing page, here's the edit button. So I'll just click edit. And then you're going to see it under advanced options and CRM source right here. You can see it kind of in the middle of the page right here. So my follow-up plan for my seller leads might be called Granite Bay Listing Leads 001, right? Whatever. So then all the leads from this particular landing page will flow into that follow-up plan. Does that make sense? All right. So getting the leads into your CRM is part one, but part two, the other important part is let's get those into the right follow-up plan. So that's how you do that. Now, hey, one more thing I'm going to show you. In fact, I'm going to pop up my email and let me just send. Well, let's do this. I'm going to show you, we got an email signature, and it also works on blogs. It works in a lot of places, but in the profile, there's a tab in the left-hand side called Lead Gen Signature. And there's a couple of versions of it. You see it down here on the lower right-hand side. And there's a version for Gmail. There's a version, more involved version. On every page also, you'll see a light bulb in the upper right-hand corner. And if I click on that, it'll open up the support post. And I'll show you that in a second. But let's come back to here. And I'm going to send it to myself. And I'll show you what that looks like in an email. Let me just refresh them. I got my other monitor here. Let me refresh on my other monitor, and hopefully that email will come through. Give it a second here. There we go. All right, so it's on my other monitor. Let me just pop it out of Gmail. So imagine every email that I send, right, has the signature in the email, all right? And so people, get your Granite Bay home value. This links to my Granite Bay home value landing page. All right, so here's that landing page that just popped up, and it popped up on my other monitor. So my email links to this. There we go. And then I got a link to search all homes for sale at my website. And I'll bring that over from, keeps opening up my other, that link to my main website page. Maybe I can just click here, down payment assistance. Just linking to my down payment assistance landing page. You get the idea, right? Client reviews. This is my listings to leads client review website. So this tool here is an awesome tool, right? You can use in your email. For Gmail, we got this version works better in Gmail. We got the lead capture link at the top, and then one at the bottom. Now, if I go to the support page, let me show you some ideas. So I think we've got. You can use that same tool in your blog post. And Regan, does anyone here like blog? Are people blogging anymore?
I do.
All right.
I have yeah, from Lori Ballin. I am
totally.
Very big on blogging, yes, and have a ghostwriter that blogs and updates my website every week.
So let me show you. I'm gonna click the copy blog, and I'm gonna edit this post. And I'm just going to throw that signature at the bottom of my blog post. And for anyone that's blogging, right, the problem with most blogs, and I was a massive blogger. When I was an agent, like, I was huge into blogging. Like, I was featured, you know, in Realtown, back when Realtown was a thing. So I'm just going to delete that old signature. But check this out. I'm just going to throw that code in at the bottom of my blog post. And just click update. And now when I view my blog post, I'm going to have a nice lead capture signature at the bottom, right? So whatever my blog post is about, notice this is an embed landing page from Listings to Leads. So this is a Listings to Leads landing page. So you can, let's say you're doing a blog post about down payment assistance, right? Well, I can embed that down payment assistance landing page right into my blog, right? How cool would that be? And then at the bottom of that, I got my signature. Well, now I'm generating leads from my blog post, but you get the idea. So using, embedding landing pages at the bottom of a blog post, using the Listings to Leads email signature or the blog signature at the bottom of that, absolutely awesome. People use it in the MO.
I will tell you that if you are doing that and you are putting your listings or any of your landing pages that you can create with Listings to Leads, if you embed those into your website, whether it's a KV Core website or not, whatever website that you're using, your listing specifically, if you were going to list some, or if you had a listing or wanted to advertise somebody else's listing with their permission, what is going to happen is you're going to see that listing jump up through SEO and Google hugely. And how do I know that? Because I've tried and proven that, and it does work. And in fact, I have been able to get some of my listings on page 1. And so that's more training that I have offered to some of you that I'm willing to start if there's enough interest to do that. But that's a huge way. And the reason that's a big deal is because people are typing in the address, 123 Granite Bay Drive. Okay, that's what they're typing into Google. And that's what's happening is it's shooting that up into the Google rankings where you could land on page 1. I've done it, so I know that it works.
Yeah, let's see if that video is going to work or not. If not, I'll use a different post. Yeah, let me try. So if I take copy HTML like that, and I'm just going to swap out that code. Oh. And yeah, this is a lot of people update. Yeah, this is a great way. And I did 123 Main Street, right? But you'd want to do, you know, like Regan said, the full address, 454 Circle Drive. So when people type it into Google, right, we want to have, this could be a custom page at my website, right? There's a signature at the bottom. There's the listing. So when people click anywhere in here, right, they go right to the single property website, and I got all the lead capture here, right? So as I scroll, there's my 3D tour, right? There's all my photos, right? So I can throw a blog post at my website. So your KV Core website, if you wanted to, create a custom page, throw in the blog coding, and probably from Lori, right? We've got these different blog post styles. So, you know, I could create a couple of different pages, use a couple of these different templates, and the coding is different enough so that it's not like a quote unquote like duplicate blog post. And, you know, I could post a couple of these different templates on my website for even more SEO, right? Does that make sense? So yeah, the blog posts are really, really great ways to get, you know, you can post those on Active Rain, WordPress, right? You can throw them all around. So a lot of good stuff right there. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Stephanie, I am recording this and I will make this available. Regan will have the link and she'll make sure to get it to everybody that was on this call. All right. Anything else up on Facebook I can cover? Right. This was the ad from that ran last week. Right. Virtual, you know, uploading. In fact, let me just show you. So if you got any videos, let me just show you since we're here right now. Under Edit, Photo and Video. And then you'll see here. So upload all your professional photos if you got them. But here, I can put an embed, so like a Matterport. I can throw in a YouTube link. I can upload a video, right? So if I'm on my phone, I can just log into Listings Leads from my phone and upload it. I can, you know, from my desktop, I can do it. If you got to send it to support, send it to support. I'd rather have us do it for you than you go nuts trying to do it yourself, right? We can do it in 1 minute. I'd rather us do it in 1 minute than you taking 20 minutes trying to figure it out, right? So if you got anything, just send it to support and let us do it for you if need be. All right. All right. So Kelly, hopefully you're good to go regarding that. Awesome. I think we're good on the questions. Anything else that we should cover while we're here together? But I think it's just about, you know, not disappearing, not going utterly invisible, right? But it's also about watching our budgets. I mean, you know, if we can afford $3 a day, right, and you don't have any listings, find a listing, right? Maybe go do, you know, ask your broker, hey, can I promote one of, you know, is there a listing in the office I can promote? And maybe even go over and do a video walkthrough, right? If that's even possible, right? That might not even be possible. But ask your broker if you're not sure how to promote other listings. All right, awesome. When placing that to the service $1 a day, 1 second, let me read the full question. Maria, no, Facebook, that $1 a day quote unquote includes a Facebook charge. Say that again about support. I'm working on an ad for a new listing and want to make sure that I kill it with the ad. And well, support was just to make sure that, you know, if you have a question on how to do it. So yeah, if you need help, let support know. Support's not really able to tell you if your ad's going to kill it or not, right? I mean, we can't guarantee that type of stuff.
Who was that question from, Scott?
Well, Andy was asking, he goes, say that again about support. I'm working on an ad for a new listing as we speak and I want to make sure I kill it with the ad.
Okay, so what I can do is, if anybody's interested in this, type your email in the email address or in the comment bar, and I will send you a copy of my top listing to leads posts that I have done for new listings that I, have these are my top ones that were the least expensive to create. And I received the most impressions or clicks, but I would be happy to send that out to you, no problem. Just type in your email address in the chat bar and I will make sure to get that to you. In fact, Scott, you're already going to give me the emails, so I can go ahead and send that out to everybody. I will.
Yeah, I'll send you the list.
Yeah, that's perfect. So then I'll just send it out to everybody, you guys. And if you do have questions on creating really good ads, you guys, you can always do a Google search and just type in example Facebook ads for realtors. And a ton of stuff will come up, I promise.
Oh yeah, yeah. And and really, it's not about creating the killer Facebook ad per se. It's about continuity. It's about consistency. It's about just kind of mixing things up a little bit. Because look at this ad. There's really nothing overly special about this ad, but what this person does do, which I did not mention earlier, is they're running ads every single week. Right? They're doing different listings every week, so it's not the same listing. So every week it's a different listing, right? It's we kind of change this up a little bit. But if you want to kill it, right, get the information from Regan, because anytime we can have examples of stuff, and I'm sure she's got even more examples than what I'm showing you. But if you want to quote unquote kill it, make sure, right? So I'll show it just listed, and I'll click on the task icon. Make sure you do every item on this list. All right, you don't have to do it all at once, right? When you get here for a new listing, all these things may be unchecked, right? So it may look pretty clean like this. So let me just show you real quickly. When you're at this view and you're looking at this, you're going, oh my God, what am I supposed to do here? Two things. One, learn more. If you click on the learn more button from that checklist, notice there's a video down here. And every item on that checklist is right here. All right. So if I don't know how to do something, I can just find it here. Like, for example, a blog post. How do I do a blog post? Well, this video will walk you through it. And if I don't want to do a video walkthrough, you'll see up on the list here, blog post, and that will take me to the specific support post on how to do a blog post, right? And I just use that as an example. It could be anything on that list, right? So anything on this list will be via the green Learn More button. And then also, let's say like your social media, like I don't know how to do this. Well, there's also walkthroughs. So we got a walkthrough for stuff. And then we've also got the light bulb. And this will take me to that specific support post on how to do my own social media. So Andy, what I want you to really try to focus on is just doing all the items on the list here. All right.
Hey, I'm also going to mention, Scott, that don't click on it yet, but if everybody is like totally honest with themselves right now, it's not about the content on so don't click this yet, Scott. When you see an ad, what you're seeing, you guys, you are looking at the photo. So what is on the photo? So now, Scott, I'll probably draw everybody's eyes directly to the photo, but I will tell you, sometimes I don't even look at the content when I'm seeing an ad. If the photo's cool and it tells me to do something, I'm clicking on the photo. I'm not even reading the content. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, no, 100, 200%. That she's totally right. And here's the thing: if you're going to post into Facebook, right, there's a few different ways of doing it with listing to leads. But let me just show you. For example, if I click on the push post, this will I can just click at the bottom, post now, and that will post to Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn right from here. But before I do it, right? Here's the image, right? And that's standard, but maybe select a different image so that I'm not promoting the same image all the time. Or I can
Absolutely.
upload yeah, and I can also change the color of the banner, right? And maybe make that a little bit more not so transparent, so it's easier to read. And so if you were to see this, that's a whole different listing ad altogether. And it's probably not even the same listing as far as what the consumer thinks. So
Right.
if you're going to run an ad like this, for let's say 3 or 4 days, and then let that end, and then just change the image to this, and maybe change the background, the banner color to that, and then go down and click post. And then later, maybe 3 or 4 days later, do another one. And this way, it's going to look like a new listing every single time, right? Even though all of this stuff is the same, right? That the image is different and that color is different. And you could even, maybe we don't even use that banner sometimes. I can't, no, I don't have to, right? We don't need to have the banner in there, right? So think about, running ads for, and again, normally I say try to run an ad for like a week if you're newer to running ads, but, run an ad for 3 or 4 days and then let it end, and then go in and repost it and run an ad with a different image. All right, because keeping things fresh is also really, really key. All right, is it better to run an ad from a page name something like Northville Homes? Julie, you know what? Or here's what a lot of people and I don't know that I've got one, but I usually do. You could do like Granite Bay Homes dash the Scott Pierce team, right? Or Granite Bay Homes with Scott Pierce. So running kind of like a branded community page can be good as well, because if it's always just Granite Bay Homes, well, then I'm losing some of my own branding. But if I do it Scott Pierce EXP Real Estate, well, that's kind of salesy. So you can combine them like Granite Bay Homes, right, from, with Scott Pierce or the Scott Pierce team or something like that. Does that make sense? So kind of a hybrid combo. The word I'm trying to say is like almost like you're like a verified account. So hopefully that makes sense.
So let me just say this. I think it's the Julie that I know, and I think I maybe understand her question. And Julie, if I don't understand this question, message me after. But Julie, you have a Facebook group, I believe, that you already started. Maybe it's a Facebook page that is going to be specifically for those folks that have maybe become leads, and you've friended them and you've invited them into your group. Here's the thing. If you don't have a page for that group, that's where the downfall is, maybe that you're having. And so I would highly encourage anybody who has a Facebook group to also have a Facebook page. Then you're going to be able to run ads on the Facebook page, any of your Facebook pages.
Yep. Yeah, because you run an ad, you can select, I'll just show you in Listings to Leads. If I'm in the profile here, let me show you. For auto posting, I can have multiple accounts I'm posting to, right? The Best Listing, Granite Bay Homes, right? So I can have multiple accounts I'm posting to. And in fact, I think later I might go in here and I'll probably change, maybe I might change Granite Bay Homes with Scott Pierce or something. And that way, because again, you do want that branding, but you don't want to come across as salesy. That's all. All right. Yep. Julie said, yep, it's me, Regan. Call me after. All right. I get that you can create ads in LDL, but don't get how you can go after. And then Jane. Well, and again, we've got training and support posts and all this stuff. But sorry about that. I'm trying to find, here we go. So once I got something on here, right? So here, this is on Facebook. All right. So it's about a listing that just sold. You can either click to boost, and boosting is fine, right? So I can boost. And again, we got support posts on all this, and we can send it to you. But send people to your website, notice, from $1 a day, right? So I can do the same thing from a boost. And I can do the same thing as I showed from the ads manager, right? But the idea is, you know, a lot of people don't realize I can go down, well, we don't want one day, but I can go down, let's say 4 days. I can do $4, and that equals $1 a day, all right? And so instead of spending, you know, if you want to spend $5 a day on one listing, right, try that maybe for a few days, and then come in here and try 3 different ads, right, with the same Facebook page, right? So all off of the same Facebook page, but now run 3 or 4 or 5 ads at $1 a day each, all right, and see how that works for you. How do you get the L to L ad that I created to go? Yeah, Jane, I'll let you know, go ahead and send that to support, because they will come up on, I mean, they're on Facebook already. So yeah, just send that to support, because that sounds like a little bit more of an involved question maybe. Yeah, and they'll help you out for sure. All right, awesome. All right, Regan, anything else that we should share? If anyone on this call is not a Listing to Leads client, get a hold of Regan, because she's got an affiliate link that gives you an extra week, I think, of free trial. So yeah, talk to Regan about that.
Total is that on the free trial?
I'm sorry?
How many total days then is that?
21 free days versus the 14 at our website.
Cool. Thank you, Scott, for doing that.
Yeah. So, but get a hold of Regan. Don't sign up until you get the link from her, and then you can sign up. So it is an affiliate link, but again, it gives you, I think, 21 free days versus the 14 days at our website. And yeah, so good stuff right there. Any other questions? Actually, I got to get going shortly, but let me see here. Thank you, Scott. This has been fabulous. Awesome, Julie. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And Regan, are we good?
We are good. If you guys
Awesome.
have questions for me, just shoot me a message on Facebook. I am here to help.
Awesome. And I'll send you the recording and the emails that signed up a little bit later, and you can send the recording to them along with your link or whatever other information you want. All right?
Sounds good. Thanks, Scott.
Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful week, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.